You're asking about the miracle claim about the island being sent down. I'm not going to respond to this myself, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to share a clip with you from a Muslim, a da'i, a very prominent da'i, Hamza Soetis, the leader of Ayira, the global Dawa movement. So let me show you what he said. And let me just give you a little bit of context. The reason why he's saying this is because he's realized that a lot of these claims have fallen apart now, and Muslims are still using it. So in order to try to prevent more Muslims losing their faith, he's openly admitting now that these miracle claims are not true, and you cannot say that the Quran knew these things and no one else did.
So the first one, let's deal with the first one. The knowledge implied by the Quranic verses was not available or discovered at the time of revelation, which is the 7th century. This is wrong. Let's take some of the so-called miracles. The sending down of iron. Allah says in the Quran in chapter 57 verse 25, and we sent down iron. Okay, the Quran says that it was sent down. And
that the standard narrative or that the standard narrative
You'll finish.
has holes that the standard narrative or that the standard narrative
You'll finish.
has holes This is a topic that when you're the beginning student of knowledge, you're like, what is all of this going on? What is all of this going on here? When you go a little bit more, you learn to simply memorize what your teachers say and regurgitate it out. And you don't fully comprehend. When you do a deep dive is when things get very, very awkward. That the standard narrative or that the standard narrative
You'll finish.
has holes that the standard narrative or that the standard narrative
You'll finish.
So, you're a Muslim and you're against blasphemy of Islam. That means you're against anyone criticizing, attacking, offending, mocking, anything that is against your religion. You're against it. You don't support people's right to say any of this stuff, to post any of this stuff. You think it should be illegal. In fact, maybe you even think it should be punishable by death or jail time. Let me ask you a question. Who was the first blasphemer in Islam? Wasn't Abraham a blasphemer? Didn't he attack the religion of his parents? Didn't he say these gods are false gods, which offended, insulted, and angered his society so much so they wanted to throw him in the fire? And according to the Quran, they did throw him in the fire. Wasn't Muhammad also a blasphemer? Isn't it sunnah for him? Isn't it sunnah for us to blaspheme the religion of paganism? To blaspheme the religion of our parents, so to speak? Isn't that what Muhammad did? Didn't he say, these idols are not real idols, these are fake idols, and I will destroy them? And he took the 360 idols of the Kaaba and he smashed them. And then, on top of that, he even sent armies out to smash Lat and Uzza. Right? He sent armies out to destroy other towns' idols that they were worshipping. Now, this is the height of intolerance. Before this, we had paganism. We had this religion of polytheism that was pretty tolerant to other beliefs. It didn't have a problem with Judaism. It didn't have a problem with Christianity. It had a problem only with Islam, which came and said that this religion cannot be implemented, cannot continue in the Arabian Peninsula. So here you have a man that did blasphemy against his own people, and that is his sunnah. So us atheists, ex-Muslims, what we are doing is we're following in the footsteps of Muhammad. We are blaspheming against the false beliefs of Muslims. Muslims are following a man-made God, and they are following a religion that did not come from God. That's what we believe. That's what I believe. I don't believe there's any God. And I'm just sincerely sharing what I believe with the world. Now, you may call this blasphemy, but let's ask a question. What is blasphemy? What is blasphemy for Judaism? What is blasphemy for Christianity? Islamic beliefs that there is no God except Allah, that Muhammad is a messenger, that Jesus is just a man. That's blasphemy in Christianity. calling Jesus a prophet who spoke to God, that's blasphemy in Judaism. So really? Seriously? Listen, gays are only like 5 to 10% of the population. And why are you so worried about extinction of the human population? Like, live your life, man.